Listen, we got to talk about ChatGPT, okay? Now, watch this video before you decide that you want to go fire your social media manager, your copywriter, and your VA and replace them all with ChatGPT. Let's talk about some things that you need to consider before you make all these drastic changes in your business, okay? What up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebony Evaughn, your favorite business strategist in these internet streets. Welcome to Soul Struck Land. This is my internet home where I help you to go from confused to the ethical cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. And in today's video, I want to talk about some disadvantages and pitfalls of ChatGPT that you might want to consider before you decide to just throw your whole team away, okay? All right, so over the past, I would say, couple months, specifically in the last couple of weeks, since ChatGPT has been getting so much press, so much, it's been talked about so much in the media. Like, number one, it's becoming on the minds of more entrepreneurs, more small business owners. But at first you had all this excitement and people were talking about how game changing it was and how it was the best thing since sliced bread. And then once that excitement started to kind of settle down, a lot of entrepreneurs started becoming very fearful, and they're like, well, I'm a social media manager. Should I be worried? Is ChatGPT going to take over my job? Or maybe you're a copywriter and you've had some of the same similar thoughts. So a lot of service-based entrepreneurs have been wondering, like, is ChatGPT going to replace my job? Or on the flip side of that, you may be someone who's thinking about replacing some of your team members with ChatGPT. So before you do that, or if you're just worried about if that can happen to you, I'm going to share with you some important pitfalls and shortcomings of ChatGPT that you want to consider before you make any drastic changes in your business, or if you are a service-based entrepreneur that can give you a little bit of a peace of mind. All right, so let's talk about the first thing that you need to consider when it comes to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an AI software. So what that means, as a small business owner, even as a corporation, if you decide to integrate ChatGPT into your business operations and processes, if you're setting up chatbots to handle customer service, even though ChatGPT is open source, meaning anyone has access to it right now, it is still free. If you're going to be integrating it into your website, creating chatbots, there is going to be a lot of customization that you need to make. So you probably don't want to get rid of your IT team until you have actually integrated and tested to make sure that your systems are working properly. And it can get expensive if you are making a lot of customizations in order to incorporate or integrate ChatGPT into your business. So that's definitely something that you want to make sure that you think about. Next up is going to be limited creativity. And this is something that I kind of noticed fairly quickly when it came to ChatGPT. So one of the main ways that many entrepreneurs and small business owners use ChatGPT is for email marketing, social media marketing, and just overall content creation, right? So with that being said, what most people do is they will have ChatGPT to write them an email or write them a social media post, write a blog post for them, come up with a list of ideas around a specific topic. And what I notice is when I use ChatGPT, sometimes I use it on my phone, sometimes I'll use it on my laptop, and I'll ask the same question or similar questions, and the response that it gives me is almost exactly the same. So it got me to thinking about, if I put in, write me a blog post about social media marketing, and then 10 other people are putting in the same command, we're all pretty much probably getting maybe not the exact same blog post written, but very similar. So that is something that you want to make sure that you consider when you're using ChatGPT. Just like I sell a lot of digital templates, so marketing templates for email marketing, I sell templates for social media posts and things like that. And one thing that I have always told my clients is these are templates, right? They give you a starting point for creating your social media content, for creating your emails, but you still want to add your own sauce to it, right? You still want to add your own voice and your own personality so that your audience knows that it's coming from you and they're just not getting content from Ebony all the time. And the same thing is going to be true when it comes to ChatGPT. You don't want to just have these AI sounding social media posts, because I guarantee your audience is going to notice the change in tone of voice and they're going to be like, this doesn't even sound the same. Like, did they hire someone? Are they using ChatGPT? So don't just rely solely on ChatGPT for your content creation. And so if you are someone who creates content, let's say you write blogs, you're a social media manager, you're a copywriter, what I would recommend doing, this is a little bit of free game for you right now, okay, is actually creating a service package around the AI tools that are out there. So even though ChatGPT is popular right now, there's also other tools that have been out there like Jasper AI and things like that. So you can create a package. Let's say you're a social media manager. Now, instead of you creating the content for your clients are coming to you like, hey, I got these 30 social media posts. I just need you to schedule and post them and engage with my audience. You can create a service package. It's like, yeah, even though you're using this AI software to write your post now, you may still want to have a human pair of eyes to go over this and humanize your copy, humanize it so that it has personality, it has a human voice to it, right? So that would be something to consider. Free game, free game, okay? So let's move on to the next thing that you need to consider when it comes to using ChatGPT. And this is that sometimes it can include biases or just outright inaccuracies when it comes to data. So because it is a AI tool, it is not going to understand the differences between different cultures, different age groups and generations, right? So when you're using this tool, you want to make sure that you're considering those things and you're just not taking whatever it outputs for you and then saying, okay, this is fact, this is what I'm using. You still probably want to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that it's not producing content that is outright racist, sexist, gender bias, and the content that is outputting is not going to be offensive in any way, and it is a true reflection of the content that you want to produce. The next pitfall that you want to consider is that ChatGPT is only going to be as good as the data that goes in. As someone who has a health IT background and has built interfaces that send and receive patient information, the quality of the data that goes into the system is so crucial. And one of the things that I have noticed about ChatGPT is that when it comes to the information that's currently, or I would say as of 2 weeks ago that I noticed was currently in the database, is the data only went up until 2021. So any current events, any type of new information and data, market trends and things like that that have happened since 2021, that data and information is not accounted for and is not included in the responses that are being output by ChatGPT. So if you're looking for ChatGPT to give you trending YouTube video ideas that you can use right now, it's going to be giving you ideas based on what was trending in 2021, right? If you're looking for a marketing strategy for Q1, Q2 of 2023, it is not going to be able to give you an accurate analysis because the data only goes up until 2021. So recently when I used ChatGPT, I noticed at the bottom of the screen, and I think the left hand corner, it actually tells you that the version or the date of the last update of ChatGPT. And the last time I looked, I think it said January 30th at the time of me recording this video. So I don't know if that date represents, okay, this is the last time they made any programming or software updates or changes, or if that reflects the amount of data that is actually being considered and compiled inside of ChatGPT, if that is making sense. All right, last but not least, something else that you need to consider when it comes to using ChatGPT is if you are using this to replace administrative tasks in your business, if you are using this to automate your customer service support, if you're using this to run reports for you that are automated and you're doing any type of efficiency, you're setting up routine tasks or reoccurring tasks, you are automating your processes and systems in any way using ChatGPT. Sis, you cannot, listen, you cannot set it and forget it, okay? You can't just say, I'm going to set this up to handle all customer service report and just set it and forget it and don't even look at it. You still need to have some type of human supervision on a periodic basis, whether you are doing it, okay, at least once a day, I'm going to go in here and make sure things are running the way they're supposed to. Once a week, we're going to do a little troubleshooting or, just test, make sure things are working. You need to make sure that you are following up, you are checking in just to make sure that all of those automated processes that ChatGPT are supposed to be doing, it is doing, okay? You need to make sure that your ChatGPT is ChatGPTing, okay? And that your business isn't in the background falling apart, okay? All right, so those are the pitfalls and disadvantages of ChatGPT that you need to consider before you just let it take over your business. You fire your whole team, or if you are a service provider and you're wondering, is this going to replace your job? I just told you pitfalls. Create services that are going to allow people to leverage the ChatGPT AI software in their business, but then you can still help them, support them in their use of that open source AI, okay? Now, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, what do you think about ChatGPT? What do you think about AI in general? Do you think it's going to take over the world? Do you think that is going to replace all human services in the world? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below this video. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you will be the first one to get notified when I upload a brand new video next week. Bye, y'all.